Lesson 60. Do everything in love. Love is the origin of who we are. The scripture says that, and so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. 1 John 4:16. The opposite of love is hate. The devil hates God, and that is why he is doing everything in his power to lure many of God's chosen people away from God. He brings illusion into the eyes of the people. As the result, people love the world and everything in it, that we get too attached to it to the point we forget God's commands for our lives. It distracts and controls us to the point we can do everything to get what we want the way we wanted it, no matter the consequences we leave behind. We become greedy, and when we get what we want, you are never satisfied. You want more. And therefore, those who get away with lying, for example, cover up their lies with more lies. Or the ones who get wealth by deceitful means are willing to do more deception to gain more wealth, because in the end they only care what benefit they will gain in spite of the harm they leave behind. None of these people remember about being faithful to his God and the people around them, or remembers to think the needs of others more highly than they ought to think of themselves, because by doing what you are doing in one way or the other, you stop someone's blessings by denying them justice. You can be assured that none of the wrong things you do won't go unpunished. One of the basic principles of success is, first you need to know. Who do you know? The more people you help along the way to be successful in their respective careers, the more you will succeed. Nobody who goes alone makes it all the way. We must carry each other through. There are some things that you do not know which others know more than you. In fact, you might need to be surrounded by people who are more intelligent, more developed personally than you to make things work. Hate is filled with fear, worry, anxiety, and depression. The reason people will hate you is not because they are stronger than you, but it is because they are insecure. They use hate as a tool, hiding their shortcomings, and the reason that they hate you could be because there is so much hate in their own life. Sometimes we become too depressed to the point that we hate ourselves, and the only way we can deal with it is by taking it to someone else, or we do something wrong to justify ourselves as the right thing to do. But hate, like anything else, must be conquered by love. The more love you show to others, the more blessings will come to you, and you will find so much freedom in your life. God is love, and everyone who claims to love God but hates his neighbor is a liar. He says, when you live in love, you live in God and God in you. It means part of you becomes like God because you will be following his commands. You will not cheat because you love your neighbor. You will not lie because you do not want to be a hypocrite. You will not say slander words because you do not want to hurt people, and you will become faithful in everything you do. When you do it in love, God will transform you, and you will start to love yourself, making sure you do not do anything wrong to disappoint you and feel miserable in the end. You will be attentive to do everything you say you will do, and make sure you provide for yourself and be responsible for the people around you. You do not have to do what everyone else is doing, or be discouraged when you see people succeed on their own evil scheme. Trust God and love him for who he is. Understand who you are and keep on believing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight with evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.